Alright, y'all. Market about to open in a minute and 27 seconds. I know y'all boys ready to get busy. And we already got our first setup lined up. And before I even go over this first setup, I do want to see how we open up so I can determine if this is a trade that I want to take. If this ends up being a trade that I want to take, we're going to take it. But it all depends on how we open up. And this is how we opened up. Let's check NAS, how NAS opened up. I need NAS to come down here for me to get my entry. See how that daily candle open up? It opened up kind of bearish. But I'm expecting us to come back down here on NAS before I get my entry. 30. I need closure, 4-hour closure above this area, or even an hour. Two. If I get two 1-hour candlesticks above, one being a break, one being a retest, I'll take it. Or if I get one 4-hour being closed above this area, next 4-hour candle come retest, I'll take that too. But further out, this is like a doji action, so this could just, fall. But that's why I need us to get closure above this area, because then that let me know that we don't want to fall, and this is going to definitely disrespect that doji that's in that middle, which is that's going to play out in our favor. So now, time for our top-down analysis to let y'all know what we're really looking at in the markets. Let's get it. So first thing first, on NAS, I'm gonna start with NAS because NAS do look cleaner since we already closed above the zones we need to close above. They do look way cleaner. So we're gonna start with NAS. So I want you to pay attention to, let's take this out the way for now. I want you to pay attention to price action. Right? So you have this area right here. Price tried to buy up from this area, almost like a double bottom action. He snapped it, killed it, right? Price came back to the same area with all these buyers coming from a major zone on the weekly. Coming from this major zone on the weekly. This is actually a retest of the bull run that we started to enter in that 2023 range, 2023 starting into 2024, and we retested that zone and we flew to this area. And what happened? Rejection. We tried to come at it again. We made a lower high. Rejection. What caught my attention with this buy right here is how we made a higher low, because we got this low, lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low, and now look, we smashed this area. We smashed this higher high. We just made a higher high. We're about to make a higher high, shall I say, by killing this area. So I know if price can come back to the same area, and obviously I'm giving the trade a little bit room to breathe, I can then get that push. And this is going to throw me my double, just a one daily candlestick. And I could be even open to hold this, which I probably won't do, because I just want my double. That's it. Double. If you get a double every week, that would be perfect. Now we go to this weekly. I also want y'all to pay attention how we're coming from this very, very bullish area. And look at the candle. Now this is just basic candlestick analysis. We snapped the high, right? This is a high. We snapped the high. Not only is this a high right here that just got snapped, but also pay attention. This is structure that just got broken to the upside. Just peep that. that structure that just got broken to the upside, which is also bullish in our favor. Pay attention to this right here. That's an engulfing candlestick. We engulf this candlestick, and for y'all that know, when you engulf, what's gonna happen? We're gonna retest the engulf. What's on top of the engulf that's about to get retested? Oh snap, a weekly high. What's on top of the weekly high that's about to get retested with the engulf? Oh no, structure that just got broken to the upside. So we got structure that just got broken to the upside. We're coming from this very, very bullish structure. We just made a higher low and we snapped this structure, which is about to print a higher high. And we got an engulf with a weekly high, with a structure that's broken to the upside being retested simultaneously. And then we have our stop a little bit under the engulf, which gives the trade enough room to actually take off. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Then we go to the daily. I can definitely see this daily come, make a wick down here and flip. I can also see this daily come in here and actually coming as low as here and coming back up here and closing bullish with a wick out. I can also see that happening as well. But other than that, like I said, just paying attention to candlestick analysis, we know, and not just candlestick analysis, but structure and highs and lows, we know it's bullish. The matter of the fact is, are we going to be bullish at our entry? And the only thing that kind of came to mind that made me a little bit shaky on this trade is when I said this candlestick can literally close like, hold on, it can come as low as here, right? Let me mark it so I can see how that looks like on a smaller time frame. It can come as low as here, and we can wick out, and the body of that candle can close like this, and that next candle can make that second wick and take us up. At the same time, we can come here and we can wick, and that candle can just have that wick down here and close with a full green candle. Or we can come down here and wick, body of the candle close above this area, and next candle come make the second wick fill and go bull. Or we can just come here and close completely red. We can also make a wick up here and come back down here, close completely red. Next candle come make a wick and take us up, or that candle could doji, next candle come wick fill, take us up. But the whole goal is to make sure that price don't want to come all the way down here. It's NAS and 30, one of the most volatile pairs to trade. So we just want to make sure this thing will come all the way down here, or just anywhere below our stop loss, and then wick out, and then next candle come and take us up. That's why I want to go check. That's what kind of got me shaky. I want to go check by seeing, okay, what's the possibilities of us opening into New York from now all the way to 5 p.m. EST. That price can fall from where we at 553 pips. Since I feel like we're transitioning not into necessarily a bull market, but we are making bullish structure, which means you're gonna get a bull move before you get a bear move. That's why if you notice in this bull run, you'll see there's more opportunities to buy the market and sell. There's 1, 2 green candles, 3, 4 green candles, 5. Out of 5 green candles, you get 2 red. 1 red candle, 1, 2, 3. Out of 4 candles, you get 3 green, 1 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 red candlesticks and 1 green candlestick will kill all of that, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4. You see what I'm saying? There's more opportunities to buy the market than to sell the market. Basically, where I'm trying to get at. So now, we come back over here, and we can clearly see price is coming to retest this area, which could potentially be a buy entry. But I prefer price to come down here. If it don't, then I'll take the trade on 30. So, with that being said, price come here, this validates my trade, and I'm going to press the button, and we're gonna make that flip, period. And on NAS, let me go on my other browser. We're doing a 0.49 on NAS. NAS, we taking a 0.49. That's gonna be the trade for NAS. 0.49 buy entries, structured trade. We retesting daily highs, weekly highs. We breaking weekly structure, daily structure to the upside. We retesting 4-hour highs, daily highs, weekly engulfs simultaneously, and that just gives us so much confluence. If anything, I'm ready to even take this trade to, you got this TP right here, which price can easily snap, but I can easily take this right here. So I'm prepared to get a little bit more out of this, actually, if this is the setup that I end up taking on that, we're able to get to where I want to get in at. But other than that, I'm gonna save y'all the time and trouble. Let's go look at 30 and see how 30 treating us right now. So now for 30, this is actually I actually kind of like 30, but NAS I probably like it a little bit more, only because 30 is a little bit shaky. Well, making like 30 more if you get 2 1-hour closes above this trend line, above this high, or 1 4-hour close for the retest. That's what makes me like this. On the weekly, I necessarily don't really like the movement, but let's just get rid of this for a second. As you can see, if price comes start wicking this area, and we come get a retest of a full hour or even an hour, but it'll have to be 2-hour candlesticks, we can easily make a wick down here, and then price's daily candle can flip, and this daily candle can pull back above this area as long as we get those 2-hour closes or a 1 4-hour close, and this thing can easily be bullish. So this daily candle can come make a wick and come kill all of this, and we can actually, this week can finish off so bullish, it's crazy. Plus, it's not a coincidence that we back at these areas right here. So this can easily be a target all the way up here on the week from a weekly perspective. You go on a daily perspective, this can easily be a target, especially if we snap these. That could easily be a target. And I know I have final TP here, but I can get way more out of this trade. But like I said, we on a $200 account. The goal is to go from 200 to 10K, not in one day. That's not the goal. It's to gradually compound the account. The first 3 trades gotta be green, risking 100% off the get-go. So now let's go back to this daily. Now we can kind of see that the weekly is bullish as long as we got our 4-hour or 1-hour closes above this high. We're bullish, period. Now let's go add this trend line back. Go back to our daily. So that kind of validates this trade. And for 30, I can easily say that I'm going to go for a 0.39. That's what we're going for 30. And just to show y'all how that look like, while I'm doing a 0.39, it's simple. Look, it's common sense. It costs $31.36 to take this trade, right? The account is at 217. So the account is at 217. It costs $31.36 to take this trade. So now you got a minus 30 for the sake of argument. It's 187 left. So since it's 187 left, I want y'all to see that my stop is 182, which means I still have that $5 worth of margin left over, which is not really gonna mean nothing. That's just a couple pips, but that just shows you how this is valid. And now when you go to my TP, whatever we're risking, we want to double it, and the goal is to get to double the account, so 200. So this is a 1-to-1. We're gonna take a 1-to-1 just like this for our first 3 setups. And honestly speaking, depending on how bullish we close to this zone, we might turn this into a 1 or 2. And a 1 or 2 will take us to up here, which is not bad at all. Price can come up here, and we have a gap up here. So I can really take this to up here, honestly speaking. But like I said, I won't go over a 1 or 2. We're not trying to be greedy. So that's the reason why we're using a 0.39. It just makes the most sense, so we can have a reasonable stop and still get that double on that count. Now for NAS, on the other hand, instead of alert, if price comes up here, I do want to be alerted. And this area right here, I don't know why that's there. This area right here, this is the area I need price to close above for me to like this trade. So I want to take note of that. But we gonna do that after I show y'all my NAS, what we really looking at on NAS. NAS, we can easily come here and buy up. If we do, I don't want to trade, but if not, then Gucci, brother, Gucci. So on NAS, we doing 0.49. Why? Because first thing first, like I said, the account is at 217. Basic math, 217. It costs 19 to get in the trade for NAS, and then stop loss. It costs 19 to get in the trade for NAS, so that's 198 of margin left. Our stop is 186. Say we're going for a double, so our TP is 207. Double. See how that makes sense? So now it's time to lock it in by saying our analysis and basically going down all the time frames and just putting down notes saying why we love this buy so much. I can easily take price up here, y'all. Just look at that. Price can easily come back into this area. But that's not even a 1 and 2, so I wouldn't waste my time. I'll just take my 1 to 1 for NAS. If I'm winning 20, it's on 30. Facts. Let's go back to this weekly. And let's really write down why we like this trade. So first thing first. On the weekly engulf, you just gonna put engulf. Weekly engulf. Not only did the weekly engulf retesting a high. Wow, that's for the weekly. So the weekly engulf, and we're retesting a high. Go to the daily. The daily broke major structure. I'm gonna just put ACCT for spelling sake. We broke major structure to the upside. And we're retesting. I'm not gonna use the same thing. We broke major structure to the upside. Bullish closes above that same structure. So on a weekly, we engulf and we're retesting the high. On a daily, we broke major structure to the upside and we got bullish closes above structure. Now we go to 4 hour. We go to the 4 hour. We're trending. Right now the 4 hours trending really good, actually. We're actually trending really good. are on 4 hour, which is really in our favor. Four-hour bullish, and we're trending. So those are our confluences for this trade. Period. We'll have that on top of our TP. And right now, NAS could give us our entry. How many pips we away from our entry? 150 pips. So let's see. I do want to get notified when price gets here. Now, matter of fact, when price gets here, I'm looking to buy. If price gets here, if we don't get here, I don't want to buy. I don't want it. I don't want it. And when it comes to TPs, this is going to be my final TP for NAS. Let me see how much that will be. This is going to be my final TP for NAS. I won't take price no more than above this area. So let's put a mark on that. Final TP. Final TP. Final TP. So the goal is here, but our final TP is up there. I really do like when the trade can give us more, but what we want is not even what the overall trade can give us, because that let us know that we're really in a trade that can give us what we're trying to get out of the trade. So now we got that going. Let's go down to 30 and let's do the same thing. Same thing. We almost done, guys. Y'all just lock in, just stay tuned, just be patient. We almost done with the video. Just calm down. Just calm down. All right. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly. The weekly doesn't really interest me as much as NAS does. The daily doesn't interest me as NAS does. We are creating bullish structure, but there's nothing that interests me as NAS does. Until we get a close above this area, that will be the main confluence for every other time frame. A close above that area, because then I know I can expect that candle, this daily candle right here, can be the breakout. And if that's the breakout, you know how fast we can smash CB, but that's only if we get closes above this area. Because that could be the breakout. But without further ado,